Hello, everybody. How you doing? What you are looking at is, well, one of the main topics we're here to talk about today. One of the exciting things on
everybody.
the
How you doing?
horizon. Hold on.
What you are looking at is, well, one of the main topics we're here to talk about today. One of the exciting
it's one of the exciting things coming up on the horizon. Tracy Struncy and Allie and I, are pretty excited about it. It's a pretty cool idea of a 48-hour live event where those of us on YouTube will just continue to hand the torch off to, each other. And we'll obviously have to I know I'll probably end up going twice, possibly 3 times. I'm going to talk about it today, tentatively what we're planning to do. We haven't come up with the schedule of it yet, but we will have one at that time that will be put out on Twitter, Facebook, even on YouTube, where people will be able to go and reference in to know where the live will be, whose channel will be live at any given time during that weekend, so that people will know the schedule to help. But anyway, before we get into all that, I figure we'll go ahead and get on the train.
He's innocent. The day always comes if you're innocent.
Get on the train before it leaves the station. Wisconsin versus Avery, a complete fabrication. Get on the train before it leaves town. The truth train is coming, gonna run them down, run them down. And we all know Stephen and Brendan were blamed, but it does not take a brain surgeon to see that they were framed. And yes, we know what this was about. The civil suit, the settlement that did not want to pay out, want to pay out. And you may hear this song, oh, maybe you don't get it. I suggest you look up TikTok, Manitowoc on Reddit. There you will find trial transcripts, evidence files, and reports. And you will start to fathom the corruption within the courts. And as you shake your head because everything seems demented, you will find yourself in company of 3 on-bank judges that dissented. But don't you worry, you're not going insane. You just happen to sit down on Zelna's True Train. Get on the train before it leaves the station. Final destination, inevitable exoneration. Get on the train before it leaves town. The truth train is coming, gonna run them down, run them down. Get on the train.
All right, so this is what we're talking about, folks. It's coming up along with, obviously, we got Rally coming up in June, so we're going to be talking a little bit about that today as well. So this was a graphic created by Falcon, and I think it's pretty brilliant. Although I think maybe we need to make this a small A. So I think I'm going to ask about that. But other than that, it's a brilliant. I love it. I freaking love this little image that he came up with. Anyway, so hello, everybody. How you doing? Let me see what's going on in chat here. Maybe for you all, you can hear the lady singing. Oh, hey, Scooby. Raw stamina 3 times. What will you be talking about for 48 hours? Well, it won't be just me. It won't be just me for 48 hours. So I'm gonna, and like I said, we're gonna talk about this here. That's what this live is about, to get everybody to understand what it is, how it's gonna work, so that people get an understanding of it, what we're planning here. It's gonna be kind of interesting. I mean, it's gonna be spread across 4 or 5 different YouTube channels, where we all take a shift and stay live, to where there's always going to be one of us live at every point during the weekend. And we'll be talking about the case. We'll be answering questions about the case. We're going to be getting, hopefully, some people to come on. I know I was talking already to Scooby today. Scooby's on board to come on and talk to you all about bones and DNA during that weekend and stuff. So the whole idea here is to create more awareness and create a little bit of, buzz for Stephen and Brendan, and keeping their cases, talked about, and giving people a place to go for an entire weekend. Obviously, as we're getting closer to rally, and giving people that entire weekend a place when they have a chance, they can go find the live that's going at that time, and they can talk about the case and stuff like that. Obviously, all these lives will be able to be reviewed after that weekend, because you'll be able to go to all of our channels and see them. I know they're going to be, most of us, I mean, it's probably going to be a lot of, we're all probably started off at like midnight on Friday, right? Which would be basically 12 a.m. Saturday. So I would kick it off probably right there. And then I'd kick it off there, and probably I'm going to try to get a lot of sleep that week. And I'm going to try and go from midnight to 8 a.m. And then at 8 a.m. possibly hand it off to Mr. Capaldi, because he's over in Scotland. So that'll be good for him, because he could probably go for about 8 hours right before he goes to bed. And then we could hand it off to Allie. And then Tracy has her YouTube channel. We have her go live. And where we can continually hand it off like this, and there will be a place for people to go and check it out. So that's what we're looking to do. Can't wait for the karaoke version. That's funny. Truth train is going. Yeah, lucky for you. Can't hear. Oh, lovely doggy Scooby knows them bones. Yep. Mitch from Twitter. I would recognize that bark from miles afar. I love it, Roll. That's funny. I think it's a great idea to create buzz, and I think the YouTube algorithm will notice the 48-hour live stream, which in turn YouTube will push the stream to new viewers. I think you may be right about that. If they realize we're all going to have the same hashtags, right, across our lives that weekend. So we'll all have the hashtag MAMathon, hashtag Justice for Stephen, hashtag Justice for Brendan, or whatever, and have those same like 3 hashtags be on every live that weekend, so that further ties them together. You know what I mean? So these are all things that we're talking about, thinking about, getting people that we're going to have on as guests. Sometimes supporters who, are just very passionate and have spent a lot of time researching this case. Sometimes, hopefully might even be able to, crossing my fingers, but might be able to get somebody well-known from the case to come and spend a little time on one of my lives, or maybe one of Tracy's or Allie's, whoever. Working on making it as exciting as possible. So I don't want to throw out any names or anything, but I intend to reach out to hopefully get maybe one big name from the case that we know from the cases to hopefully show up for a little bit of time, maybe at one point. So thinking about all these things to create, interest in it, to give people something cool when they show up there. We're working on all those things to keep it interesting, keep it, fun. And how we're gonna, try to basically make it where it's, obviously it's gonna get off topic sometimes, and and it's gonna be talking about something besides MAM maybe here and there, but for the most part, it's gonna get steered back to MAM most of the time. So it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be great to see all the different supporters coming in, because as we're live, the world is turning, right? The world is turning, and the sun is rising in a new place all the time, right? So as we're live, we're going to be like seeing people dropping off and going to sleep at one point, and then we're going to see people waking up and joining in on the live. So it's going to be, there's a lot of aspects to this that I'm really excited about, that I think are going to be really fun. So besides the fact of just talking about Stephen and Brendan and their case and the cases and that sort of stuff, and criminal justice issues and that sort of stuff. I feel a little bad for Tracy, but I think she's a trooper. I do feel bad that some stuff that happened, whatever, or is happening. It's unfortunate sometimes, the things that happen among supporters. It is truly, and my heart does go out to Tracy, but Tracy's a trooper, so she'll be back. Nobody's going to keep her down. We'll raise awareness for the rally, try to raise a bit of money for the guys' canteens, discuss the cases, and there will be musical guests and lots of fun. So yeah, basically, that's what we're going to do is create as much possible. I will ask Steve Moore. I will reach out to the Moores, and I will ask if he will possibly consider coming on for a brief time during that weekend. I don't anticipate, if he does agree, I don't anticipate he'll give me anything like hours. I imagine he'll give me something like maybe 30 minutes. So just to keep everybody's expectations, realistic. And that's if he agrees. I can't say, I don't know if he will want to. It'll be kind of a different situation for him going on a YouTube live, on a hangout with, just not the way he normally operates. So I can't make any promises, but I will reach out to the Moores and see if they're interested. Told the friends and the fam about the MAM-a-thon. So excited, and they were all like, "So you're not sleeping for 2 days?" That's funny. That is really funny. Catnip, yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, I would love to get him on here. We'll have him, to talk to him briefly, maybe, and we'll work on getting, like I said, Scooby's already on board, so that's awesome. We already got Scooby and DNA and the bones, so we got some good content there. It'd be good if like I said, I'll reach out to the Moores. If G-Man Moore could make an appearance at some point, that will be awesome. No guarantees, but it would be awesome. I was thinking about reaching out to possibly Drizzen and Nye Rider, see if either one of them might be interested coming on briefly just to discuss something really briefly. I don't want to, I don't expect, if I am lucky enough to get some of these big names to come on that weekend, I imagine they're going to come on for maybe a short little brief thing where we'll talk about some things in the case or whatever. And then when it's time for them to leave the live, because they came on and did talked about whatever we were talking about, I imagine that the conversation with them is going to spark hours of questions. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. So and we'll see who. I'm even going to ask John Farrak. So just so you guys know, he did finally message me back on Facebook recently. And so I am going to ask him if he would possibly consider coming on and talking a little bit during that weekend. So these are all things that are right now, it's all just like dream. Okay. A lot of this hasn't gotten fleshed out yet. I still have to approach these people that I'm talking about. So there's no guarantees they'll be here, but that's what we're planning to do. This is the kind of thing we're hoping to create. So, that's hopefully what we're doing. Would be great to see if he's been able to research the cases any further since the last time he was on. What happened? I'll has to talk to you later. Yes, it is terrible when some supporters does to each other. Oh yeah, absolutely. Tracy's a trooper for sure. Absolutely. All the lives will be posted in Discord in case individuals. Oh yeah. So that's one helpful thing. We will post all of them in Discord. Yeah, I know Steve Moore would be. I'd love to have him back on. So like I said, I will definitely work on that. And if it's in the realm of possibility, it will happen. If it's just a matter of, hey, he may be busy that weekend. He may be out of town or doing something and where he may not be available. I mean, there's a number of reasons why it could just not work out. So but hopefully, let's hope. Cross your fingers. Hi, Angie Schumann. Sleep is allowed. Someone needs to tell Allie. People saying nasty things on Facebook. Yeah, it's just, sometimes it happens, folks. It's unpleasant, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes there's disagreements in the world, and it's it it's just you can't help it sometimes. But I love Tracy. Tracy Strency is awesome. Her little basically a lawyer setup is I dig it. She's really there to help inform people about the case law there on the ground in Wisconsin, where she is. So she's able to help people to understand how these sort of things end up going there in that area, which is a helpful thing. So that's why we love Tracy. Sean Atwood, yes, I'll definitely reach out to Sean Atwood as well. I don't know that he'll be willing to do a live. I don't think I've ever seen Sean do a live. I'll ask, though. I'll ask. But most likely, if he's not willing to go live, I most likely will be able to get Sean to come on for a little while. Him and I are buds. So I know a former law enforcement officer who has a YouTube channel and is really good about the law enforcement stuff and thinks SA got hosed. I just got to talk to him. Yeah, there you go. I'd be interested in having somebody like that on for a while. That'd be a good person as a guest. And I call you Haverer. What are you complaining about, Mr. Capaldi? What am I havering about? Steve removed Tracy from the. Yeah. Maybe T1 will speak on a live. Hey, there you go. That would be actually good because we haven't ever really heard him. So that would actually be a big reveal. That'd be cool. So very much. Yeah, absolutely. Special musical guest, Erekose's Havering Hodbrook performing Land Down Under. Hey, Walter, reckon we might discuss Horatio at some point during the... I don't know, Mr. Capaldi. Hey there, Mr. Hod. The Hod. I don't know about talking about Captain Crunch during the Mammothon, but if we do, Paul, we're gonna have to keep it to a minimum. We really want to keep it about Steve and Brendan, but I understand wanting to create comedy relief. Maybe at some point we might want to, so we'll talk about it. Oh, thank you so much, Bo and Bo. How's the foreign language closed captioning coming along? Well, we've got a few videos all translated into English and have the English subtitles all worked out. Now Jerome is going to start working on taking those and translating those into French. If anybody wants, if you guys are from a country and you're inclined to want to, translate the some of the videos that we've already put in the correct subtitles for, if you're like in Japan or China or Denmark, Netherlands, Amsterdam, wherever, France, Belgium, Netherlands, wherever you are, right? If you want to translate, the videos that we've already, put the correct subtitles on, let us know. We'll send you a list of them. And then we'll send you a YouTube video that will show you how you can just go to my channel, click on the closed caption icon, and there will be a little thing there that will allow you to create subtitles in like another language and stuff. So we can send a video link along with the list of ones that we've done so far. And if for any of that's interested in doing that. So just to answer that question. I can't wait to hear the craziness that comes from the sleepy YouTubers. Well, I intend to get sleep around my lives, hopefully, so I won't be too comatose. Wait, people saying bad things about Tracy, I find that impossible. It's unfortunate. I don't really want to talk about it, folks, because I'm not sparking drama here, so I don't want to spark any drama here, but we love Tracy. That's all that matters, is we love Tracy and we want her to stick around. So Hey, Scooby, can you do a musical number? Maybe we'll let you try at some point. Maybe during a late night session. Some people think anyone who is not blindly following KZ and everything she does is a hater or a hidden guilter or whatever. Right. Nobody can do it like Tracy, so I'm nervous about it. But people are so welcoming. Yeah, well, Travis, people like you too, buddy. I hope you're going to rally, right, Trav? Because like everybody wants to see you there. I'm constantly getting asked if you're going to be there. By the way, just food for thought. Some weirdo called Allie. For the highest bid, T1 Talks. There you go. Be sure to subscribe to everyone so you'll be able to find all the hosts. That's a very good idea. Roll Griffin, I was being a little sarcastic. You should hear the names I've been called. Yeah, Weirdo Alley. Yep. Yeah, real late. Scoops should do Mr. Tambourine, MAM. There you go. Are you going to live stream from the rally? Yes, I intend to live stream from the rally. I was talking about this recently. I'm going to try and get a mobile Wi-Fi that I can get so that I can set that up right there at rally nearby so that my phone I'll be able to get a Wi-Fi connection, because if I try to do it through cellular data, it'll just burn up my data, like burn through it. And I don't really want to do that. And plus, the added advantage is if I have a cell site there or was something there that will broadcast Wi-Fi for me, a mobile Wi-Fi piece that will broadcast Wi-Fi from my phone, my videos will upload quicker. The stream will be cleaner in that sort of stuff, right? Because it's a more reliable connection, more stable connection. So I'm looking to do that. That's something I'm looking into to hopefully do there. I don't know what her problem is. That alley is kind of silly. Could you do live with Stacy doing his songs at rally? There, we plan to have a live Stacy concert. He has been saying he will be there, and Jamie, who you guys see here in chat, Jamie Hart, he is going to be bringing a rig that will allow him, Stacy, to hook in and everything. So. Recent events have me ambivalent about attending on defense. We'll talk about it later. Keep her moving. Is that your new catchphrase, Trav? You like Charlie Barron's, I take it? I'm sure we won't let anyone miss out on Stacy performing. Let's talk about Mammothon. Last time I was on that weirdo channel, there was an explosion. I don't know. When a rally is June 15th. This year, June 15th. That's rally. On June, let's see here. This is true. You never know what's going to happen. There was another time I thought the building was on fire. All right, so what we're talking about here is the final weekend of April. Let me look at real quick what dates that is. So that would end up being the 27th and the 28th, right? So the 27th and the 28th of this month, and we're gonna do our best to get a bunch of cool stuff. Some fun stuff for everybody to get as many cool guests on as we can. I'm thinking I might even have some of the supporters that I met in Australia, like Carol Ann Fitzgerald, Adam Billis, and maybe even Hugh Fraser. Might have them on, at some points and everything, just because I had a lot of fun talking to them in Australia. So might have some of them on. I might have whoever. we'll have people on who know the case and can, have interesting conversations and talk about the evidence and that sort of stuff. So we'll try to keep it moving. Obviously, keep her moving, like Charlie Barron says. Yeah, so that's always the goal. I was just halfway through watching your desert video with Boss. Wind made it hard to hear some stuff. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm gonna do another one with my boss in a more controlled environment. Yeah, great, love all of them live. Linda. Oh. So, like I said, I was kind of thinking that I was probably, like I said, probably I would take the first shift and try to go the 8 hours until 8 a.m. on Saturday and then hand it off to Paul. Because if he went 8 hours at that point, that would put it to, well, actually, we have to decide what time zone we're going to base all this on. But I assumed we would base it on Pacific. But we'll have to talk about that. But whatever we decide will be midnight, whatever time zone. I will start at midnight in that time zone, and I will go to 8 o'clock, hopefully, and then at that point hand it off to Paul, who would then go from, the 8 o'clock until 4 o'clock in that time zone. Maybe he might not be able to go till 4 o'clock. He might only be able to go till 2 or 1, but that's fine because then Allie will be able to be there to pick it up, or Tracy will be there to pick it up. Maybe Tracy does it, first, because we know Allie's the night owl and she doesn't sleep anyways. So she can go after Tracy and she can cover the night shift on Saturday into Sunday, and then probably I pick it back up from Allie when she finishes up on her 8 hours there, and I go into Sunday morning, and and then maybe have Capaldi or Tracy go again, and then I maybe have it with me closing it out on the final hours on Sunday or something like that. Something along those lines, right? So get Jamie to play his guitar on one of them. There you go. We'll have Jamie on to play a guitar. Probably have Brandon Maddox. He's always agreeable to come on and create interest for Stephen and Brendan. So I'm sure he'll be willing to come on at some point during the weekend and play for us as well. Why does Alaska have daylight saving time in the summer? Let's take GMT as a base. Yeah, but that's way off from all of us, though. Well, we'll talk about it, Roll. We'll talk about it, buddy. That's just, that time is so off from all. We will have trouble keeping it straight when we're supposed to be on if we set it. Well, it could create an issue where some of us get confused about what time we're supposed to be on because Greenwich Mean Time is so far off from our own time. So we'll have to coordinate it. It would be, I don't know, interesting, I guess. We'll talk about it, Roll. I know it's Paul's time zone. I know. Join on Discord for updates as we get all details worked out. So, and then obviously this whole MA-Amathon thing for the weekend there at the end of April will be kind of leading us up to the rally a bit, which will be on June 15th, a month and a half after, this Mamathon weekend, right? About a month and a half later, we're at rally on June 15th. So we're just trying to, keep the things there for people to be excited about, interested in, something to look at on the horizon, because that keeps people, passionate. It keeps people interested, and that's what we need, people interested. And to be perfectly honest, in this world, too many people are about, instant gratification and that sort of stuff. And so, we gotta stay interested. We gotta continue to be interested in this, because otherwise the powers that be will succeed in their little gambit of just stalling and stalling and stalling and stalling until hopefully everybody loses interest. I That's the one thing, that's the one way above all that I don't want to see them possibly win or come out ahead on this, is because they just lied and waited it out long enough for everybody to lose interest. So everybody's got to stay on board. You got to stay interested. I think it's important. Who's hosting the MAM-a-thon? Okay. So as I was just discussing, there is me, there is Ali Apperson, there is Tracy Struncy, there is Paul Capaldi. There might possibly be Sean Atwood. I will talk to Sean and see if he's willing to go live from his YouTube channel but I've never seen Sean use Hangouts. I've never seen Sean do any of those things. So he may see it as a huge thing where he has to learn about a bunch of things he doesn't know about, and he may not like that. But I'm pretty sure he'll be agreeable about coming on as a guest. So I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get Sean on as a guest. But like I said, me, Ali Apperson, Tracy Struncy, and Paul Capaldi, and possibly Mark Hodnott. Who knows? I haven't spoke to him about that yet, but he does have a YouTube channel. He could possibly do it. Possibly. So a lot of things are going to get worked out. A lot of logistics still are kind of getting worked out, but we do know the weekend. We do know the general idea that what you want to do. We do have plans of, trying to get some interesting content and people on. So, hopefully we'll be able to get some really interesting stuff and create a bunch of buzz that weekend with these live streams. They're going to connect up and link up. And like I said, we're all going to have the same hashtags, so that way YouTube further connects all of our lives together. We're going to all have the same name, or at least the first part of the name of the live is going to be the same, so that YouTube will recognize that the names are even, the hashtags are the same, names are the same, except they'll say like between these hours, or on Ali, or with Capaldi, or with Tracy, right, or whatever. So that they'll just be, they'll have a little different naming because they're on somebody else's channel, but basically we'll have the same title. So that it will further tie these things together in YouTube's algorithm, and have YouTube sharing these lives and recommending them to people that weekend. People that that YouTube perceives have an interest in true crime, it will try to recommend it to those types of people, and that sort of thing. So that's what we're trying to do, to tie this all together and create as much buzz as possible. So forward to the Mammothon, right. If you want to fight the power, get the power to fight. Jurassic 5. This marathon is like a revival. Let's stoke the fire to get everyone warmed up for the rally. A team of MAM, yeah. Travis stashed in the fridge with the Dr. Pepper. What did Travis say? Where? Oh. Let's see here. Bring that dog and there won't be any need for security. Never going to lose interest. There you go. That's the spirit. There we go. I love it. Gotta run for now. Catch up with you all later. See you later, Finn. So, yeah, that's the idea of what we're planning here. I mean, it's should be interesting. Obviously, we're going to be taking donations to donate to Steve and Brendan's canteen, or possibly to the trust that was recently created for Steve and his family. I intend to still talk about that with everybody. So I think that's kind of the better way to go because it's a trust. It's, you know, the money goes, there's no doubt of the money going where it's supposed to go. But anyways, we'll talk more about that sort of stuff. But we're going to have some kind of donation. You know, we'll be asking for donations to help Stephen and Brendan. And that's what we're going to be trying to do. So that weekend, we'll hopefully be able to raise a bit of money for them to be able to donate to their, you know, to them, essentially. So that's another thing. Now, I know, like, we're going to be discouraging people from donating to us directly. Like with Super Chat or anything like that. We're going to ask you to donate it in a way to, like, well, like I said, either to a PayPal account that's going to be split between the canteens or to a trust that has recently been set up. So we'll have to figure out how that's going to look, how that's going to go. But anyway, that's what we're looking at. Yes, absolutely. Whatever we choose to do, there will be complete transparency. That is absolutely true. What are you going to I love your long live streams. Bail money fundraiser, June 16th. That's funny, T1. So, and then you got to remember, so going up into June, I mean, that's right now, that's the big thing I'm trying to do after getting back from Australia right now. I'm trying to get all my bills paid and everything paid so that I can buy my ticket to Wisconsin. That's what I'm currently in the process of doing. So I'm, you know, getting my passport and all the money I had to spend, you know, because of it being last second and everything that happened with my passport, that ended up costing me quite a bit of money. And so it's like, I'm having to do a little catch up here before I can buy my plane tickets. So, you know, but at least I went down and finally got my tax papers turned into my tax guy today. I won't be with him next year, but at least I got everything filed in time. So when's Allie going here? I was thinking about maybe tonight, but it will be late if I do. If not, tomorrow for sure. I want to donate my Oz dollars. Not sure of the dollar value at the moment. So when I was there, basically 70 cents. Well, let me put it this way. 70 cents American would get me $1 Australian. And then a $1 Australian dollar, when I going back the other way, $1 Australian dollar would get me 70 American cents. So it's about 70 cents is the equivalent of $1 Australian dollar. 70 American cents, United States cents, is about $1 Australian dollar. Allie, you're crazy. Where do you live, Erekose? I live in Southern California. So that's where that's kind of what we're looking at here. I mean, obviously we want to go and create some interest at Rally. And this is all about keeping people excited, wanting people to be excited about things that are coming, right? And I just think that this is a brilliant idea, especially if we get enough of the interesting guests that we're hoping to kind of get. I think it would be cool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be, and like I said, if we all use the same basic name and title and the same hashtags in all of our videos, YouTube will tie them together and will suggest them because it'll realize that it's kind of an event, and so the algorithm will be more inclined to suggest it. So who got burned? I'm not burned. I think it's just because of the glare coming off of my TV, actually, from the red in the Belgian flag. See, I am counting on Allie still being live when I go to work on Tuesday. Seriously happened this week. Where it never rains. Oh, we've been getting some rain, actually. Actually, after I left the desert yesterday, my boss called me and he goes, "It's pouring buckets here right now." Literally, it was sunny and everything when I was there, when we were doing the repairs and stuff. And apparently, because it took me about an hour and a half to get home, but by the time I got home, he was calling me. He's like, "Oh my God, it's raining buckets." It was funny. Yeah, Allie's gonna be going live tonight. You just wait. You watch. She talks like oh, she might go tomorrow morning. Yeah, she can't wait. She's already like thinking, when is Erekose gonna finish? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I logged back on, and the ladies were still chatting it up. Yeah, I know. When I woke up in the morning, I woke up and my phone told me I had a notification because she had started a second stream, because YouTube will only let you go for 8 hours on a Hangout. Then you have to stop it and either restart or whatever, right? So, I woke up in the morning, and so I had a notification because she had started another stream. So I went on it, and there they were. They were all there, still talking in the morning. I was like, oh my gosh, freaking hilarious. I'm not even close to being cleaned up. Well, maybe I'll go live on my Doctor Who channel for 45 minutes or so and have a few beers with everybody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'd be cool if you and Linda could be in the same room, going live on the same camera. Allie, what the partners are for cleaning up? I don't know what that means. Yeah, take your time. I've got a lot of crap to do. So, yeah, this is just some of the things that we're thinking about. I'm actually thinking maybe we do another weekend at the end of May, maybe the last weekend in May. Just continuing to lead up to to June 15th, because I get a feeling we may end up having so much fun on this little marathon weekend of hosting it and talking with people and creating this really, really great vibe. It may be so cool that we may want to do it again. We may be itching to do it again just because it was so awesome, right? You hope that that's the way it's going to go, right? So it may be that if it goes well and it's so much and it's really a lot of fun, we may try to do it again at the end of May. That's a thought I've had in the back of my head, but we haven't talked about that yet, but I suspect we may end up having so much fun with it that we may look to do another one before Rally. So what case events could happen before the rally to date? Any chance rally could be postponed or canceled due to either cases? No, I don't think so. We know that Zellner has a reply due on April 15th, the ultimate accounting day, as she put it in her tweet. She points out that the state's response was due on, well, it actually came out on April Fool's Day. It was actually due on the Friday before, but it was actually came out on April Fool's Day, and she's telling everybody now that her brief is due by April 15th, which is the ultimate accounting day. So, haha. right? So, we got that on the 15th. We'll be covering that, obviously, and that'll probably be getting talked about a great deal during Mammothon. Zellner's reply to the state's disingenuous response. I'm sure that's going to be a big topic during the weekend. I can imagine. So those are some of the things that we'll be talking about for sure. Let's see. Should hear the fit being pitched here because one of the boys had to do a few dishes. Yeah, I know what you mean. Is that what happened to the casserole dish? Valley Apperson and Erekose's words are, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yep. Let's see. Oh no, that was the other one attempting to make sure some ramen and turning on the wrong burner. Hope to see lots of you at the rally. I hope to see everybody at the rally as well. How you doing there, Mark? The Hod. Good to see you, buddy. Allie, if you break them, you do not have to wash them. Next time the boys ask you to do something, just say no and remind them about the dishes. I doubt KZ will be involved. I seriously doubt that. The reason why I say that, let me put up a little something here. Oh, Christ, I don't have it. Well, here, I'll put up this one. The reason why I don't think KZ will be taking part in this is because we had this thing made because we remembered her tweet where she said if you do signs like this at a sporting event and stuff like that she would retweet it. So we took this isn't the sporting event, but we took this banner and we went to the St. Kilda versus the Gold Coast game, the St. Kilda Gold Coast game. And we actually did throw this thing over the railing at one point, and we took some pictures with it, and security came up and gave us a hard time and, that sort of stuff, and then ultimately left us alone. So, but yeah, we went and did that, and then it turns out she has not done a thing. She hasn't retweeted it. She hasn't, the picture from the stadium, she hasn't retweeted it or done any of those things like she said she would in the past. So basically, I think KZ has zero interest in, what's going on with supporters right now. I think she might just be too busy to be paying attention to stuff like this. And so I think if she couldn't pay attention to this, she most likely couldn't pay attention to Mammothon. Just my gut feeling about it, folks. I am not knocking KZ. I wish KZ the best of luck, and I hope she's successful in all of her endeavors, obviously. But I'm just noticing that she doesn't seem to be available at the moment, so I don't think she's going to be part of this. I just, even if we ask her and get a hold of her, I would think she's not. But we'll see if it's possible. Maybe I don't even know if we'll ever get a response, but we can try. Callie, has anyone heard of any rallies happening out there? I think there is or is going to be an event page where all rally events will be listed. Make sure that the MCSD sheriffs are not in town during the rally. The city police should be okay. No, we still need a house for the rally. Are you still working on renting that house like you were once talking about, Allie? Let's see, Allie Apperson. It worked for me when my boys wanted me to teach them to drive and do their 120 hours of driving. There is a post-rally event on Saturday night at the Baymont Inn. Good news, or good to know anyway. So that's kind of cool. We'll be able to hang out there and do some fun stuff over there. The Baymont's a nice hotel. It's where I stayed. It's where Mark and I stayed the last time we were there. And yeah, it was very nice, and it was pretty reasonably priced. So for those of you who are interested. Absolutely. Mark Hodnott is coming to the rally. Absolutely. Let's see here. We do the dog. A lot of us would like to do that. Just need to get it reserved. She probably can't get involved in personal kind of stuff like this. LOL, I just missed that train. My youngest just got his license about a week ago. We'll come back soon. Going to get my eyes tested. I should find Judge Willis there too, right? We'll see you, Mark, buddy. I don't think the rallies are Casey's thing. I was talking about the Mammothon, but the rally either. I don't think she'll be at rally either. Have a great evening, Mark Hodnott. Bye for a little while, dude. It would be so awesome if she would make an appearance and give a little pep talk. Maybe. Like I said, I have no expectations on it. We'll ask. We'll definitely ask, but like I said, don't get your hopes up, folks. I mean, she actually has said in the past she would retweet things like that. And then we went and did it. It's been a cold wind blowing, So, and like I said, she's a busy lady. So I'm not knocking her. Not saying anything bad. I'm just saying she's a little too busy for this kind of stuff, I think. Possibly, maybe. We could maybe present it to her as a couple different ways, maybe that she could. Yeah. If she wanted to do a little video of her, giving a message to supporters to stay strong, keep talking about, Steven and, keep helping and, whatever kind of thing, right? If she'd be willing, that'd be great. Doesn't want to get shot. She's not going to show up at the rally. You should come back to Discord. Yep, I was telling Scooby that you guys wanted her the other night, that you were asking her to come by, but I think she had clicked away from the YouTube video already, and she didn't see you guys asking her. So there you go, Scooby. As I said earlier, this is what it was like the other night. You just didn't see it, so hopefully you're seeing this one. These guys really want you to come back over there. So if you want, click on one of those links that they've been posting and head on over to Discord. Can you post all the events like that somewhere for those of us who is banned from the Discord? Yeah. DK Breyer, what town is your hotel in? Oh, where she's at right now, you mean? Because she's visiting? We would come back and we could all be friends again. Yep. Oh, Linda's actually in Manitowoc. Woo! And Travis as well. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll work on that, guys. So, all right, we'll work on that. Getting Scooby and Travis back in. Where was Linda staying for the rally? Oh, okay. Oh, so she happens to be in Wisconsin right now. She was saying earlier. Anyway, we're all the same. We're all on the same train. Yeah, we all should be. We all very well should be. I know sometimes we all have personalities and sometimes they conflict. But hopefully, if we keep our heads on straight and realize what's important, we can diffuse tension and things like that quicker, and that way supporters don't look like a bunch of knuckleheads. That's what I hope. That's my hope. Get the band back together. Two Rivers. I'm not sure. Don't remember. Time to cross the forgiveness bridge. I hope Steven and Brendan get the ball. Get bell dancers. Lots of belly dancers. Wisconsin will pick up the tab. I'm in Danbury. Oh, you're in Danbury. There you go. Travis Williams, Esquire. Is you going to be our attorney in case there's trouble at the rally? Are you prepped for the guilters who will be there? Oh, the guilters who will be where? At the rally or at the Mammothon? Either way, I'm prepared. So we should avoid conflicts instead of fueling them. Absolutely. Just remember, people are different and have different ways of doing what they think is best for the case. I agree, Roll. And understanding goes a long way. Yeah, if Fleetwood Mac could stay together, MAM community should be able to. Let's see here. So either way, I'm ready. Yeah, I know they may show up because MAM2. They may actually show up this year because there'll be a lot of attention. So if they show up, I'm ready. I'm prepared. Being prepared just means I'm not gonna allow them to bait me or to do anything like that. If they say mean, nasty, terrible things, then that just speaks to their character. And I'm inclined to let people that act that way continue to just act that way so that people can see what they're about and people can make their own judgments about who's really, looking at things with a level head, right? So if they show up and they're saying nasty things, they're only doing themselves a disservice. That's the way I feel about it. Yeah, just be chill. Colburn's case against Netflix is going to federal court. Yep, I saw that. Yeah. So I saw that it's in federal court, and I think that was part of the what they were filing. Like they wanted to prevent it from being like so public or something like that. I don't know, or I don't know if it's an appeal or if it's just been moved. It actually sounds like it's been moved to that court just because it's easier for all the parties that live all across the country to fly into Green Bay and be able to go to that nearby court that's in Green Bay. So from what I understand, that was part of the reason why. No matter what, that case moving forward is good because depositions are going to happen at some point, and those depositions will be available to be picked apart. And the statements made will be able to be official statements of all those people on the record. So it's a good chance that some of those statements are going to be able to be used against them. And that they moved Brendan. Yeah, Brendan's been moved to a different prison. He has a new cellmate who he apparently likes. So he made some friends playing cards. He seems to be settling in pretty well. That's my motto. Kill them with kindness and perfume them with pepper spray. Hey, yikes, buddy. All right, so here's what I'm going to do to give Allie more time. I'm going to go ahead and wind this down, sign off here. I'm going to take about 45 minutes and go get something to eat because I'm hungry. And then I will go live on my Doctor Who channel in approximately an hour, roughly. And I will go live there for about 45 minutes, and that should give Allie another hour and a half or maybe around 2 hours to get ready to start her live. And then hopefully you guys will have somewhere, we'll start off. We'll kick off a little deal right here. So who knows? But I'm not going anywhere, sir. Why? I'm not drinking anything yet. That's why I'm going to go over to the Doctor Who channel. Doctor Who channel, then I can have a couple blue moons, right? So I don't do that on this channel, folks. I don't know if you guys remember back when that all went down, but I decided that the beer probably should stay off of this channel because this channel is serious business. But anyway, I'm gonna go get something to eat. Come back. I'm gonna start a live from my Doctor Who channel. Go live for 45 minutes, an hour, or whatever, just to give Allie a little more time to get herself ready to go live. And so that's what I'm planning to do here. So I know I'm keeping you company, but I got to go eat something, and then we can go over to the fun channel where I can actually enjoy a few beers and talk with all you guys. So I was just saying, we've already talked about Mammothon, we've talked about Rally, we've talked about a lot of the main points. Those of you who heard Mark Hodnott, there's going to be a special little gathering over at the Baymont Hotel there in Manitowoc on Saturday night following the rally. So all these things, check it out. It's going to be fun. There's things in motion. There's plans. There's all that stuff. So I'll see you guys over on my Doctor Who channel in approximately 45 minutes to an hour. I'm just going to go get something to eat real quick, and I'll start a live from over there. In fact, I'll go schedule it right now so that you guys can jump over there and it's in the live chat and talk to each other in the meantime until I get back and finish eating. So that's what I'll do right now. I'll go over and I'll create the event right now. In fact, I'll do it right now while I'm here talking to you. Let me see if I do that. Oh, no, I can't do that. But look for it in about 5 minutes, folks. In 5 minutes. I'll try to create it and then come back to this chat and post it in the link here. If not, I'll make it the first comment. But then, or you guys can just go over to my Doctor Who channel and you'll see it. But anyway, I'll try to do that. I'll try to post the link here in this live chat before it times out. So, all right. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you guys over on Doctor Who in about an hour.